This episode has been brought to you from the DGMS Studios, home of Don't Get Me Started, Lethal and Mully Live and Surftown. Found at Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music and wherever you listen to your podcast. Hello and welcome to Don't Get Me Started. It's the mother of all podcasts with Keith and Lee. Hi, I'm Lee.
And I'm Keith.
Well, Molly, it's come to the end of the year again. It's come around so quickly. We're at, 5-6 days away from Christmas. Soon be the new year. This is our last episode of 2024. And it's our 50th.
That's remarkable. I mean, the way that we started, how it's all unfolded, the journey that we have been on during that last 9 or 10 months has just been extraordinary and something that you and I just could not have envisioned that would happen. I don't think it could actually even finish at a better time. 5, 6, 7 days away from Christmas and all of a sudden we're wrapped up. We've done 9, 10 months. It's been incredibly successful, much more than we had thought. And also we're rounding it off with that number 50.
Mate, incredible. 50. Now, we spoke before about what theme should we end on, and we thought about it. We thought, Christmas. It has to be Christmas.
Oh, yeah, can't get away from it, can
We
you?
all love Christmas or we don't. Now, my other thing was, I think we need a guest to come in, and we ummed and ahed, and of course, this guest stood out more than the rest. And he was our first guest, so I think it's only appropriate that it be our last of 2024. Now, you might remember, Michael Woodham's in the
house.
Now, you might remember Michael from the Noosa Now. Michael is the manager of Noosa Tropicana. He is a character and a half, and this is his second time. But it isn't really his second time. It's his third time, because the first time we got him on, we were playing around with a few things, and we did this great podcast, and it didn't download. So, Michael, welcome.
Morning, Keith.
Yeah, morning, Michael.
And it is morning.
It's good to see you again. But, even though it is an early morning hour, you do look bright and sparky. What's going on? Have you had 2 coffees to get started?
No, 1 coffee, but I'm an early bird anyway.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
I have another question. You never seem to be bleary-eyed when I see you. You don't overwork? You don't overindulge in wine?
No.
To which one, the work or wine?
Wine. I'm the non-drinker.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Teetotaler. Actually, I was reading something about Paul McCartney last night. He's 82 and he's doing concerts in the UK that go for 3.5 hours, something like 62, 67 songs. And he looks good.
It's AI. It's not really Paul McCartney.
Yeah, it's that. So it's all recorded and he sits here strumming. Come on, Keith.
Ball dust, man. No, I'm a believer.
Come on, get to 2025, Mully.
Well, how on earth does he look so good, and where does he get all that energy from at that age? Does it G
We could
him up?
say the same about you, Mully.
Isn't he a vegetarian teetotaler?
Well, this is where I'm leading to, you see. Maybe the guy has very moderate intake of drinks and food.
I'm not a teetotaler, but I'm a hotel manager by trade.
Right.
And when I first started training, my first general manager said to me, you're either going to be a publican and lean on the end of the bar drinking all night with all your thing, or you're going to be a hotel manager.
You decided the latter.
Yeah, it's like a butcher. A butcher doesn't eat raw meat all day long, do they?
No.
They certainly smell it. Could almost be just as bad. So you're not a teetotaler, so you do have a little splash.
I like the ginger beers.
Oh, do you?
Your Monday ginger beer is my favourite.
Oh, the alcoholic ginger beer.
Yeah,
that's taken off. You notice that, Lee?
I quite like it too.
But how's that going to hold up over Christmas? I mean, because...
It's going to hold up really well, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Traditionally, for my family on Christmas Day, we have a lot of bubbly, a lot of champagne. I'm a bit dirty on that. The French forbade us using the word champagne. The word champagne is just beautiful. It conjures up good times, good feelings, good vibes, and bubbly and all these beautiful sweet drinks. And we've got to call it something like brut. We're producing exactly the same thing, but they won't let us call it champagne. We've got to call it brut.
Yeah, but that's because champagne's their territory.
Yeah, I know, but they could be a little bit generous about it. I mean, we've got to call it something that you actually roll under your arms to keep sweet smelling.
Like the aftershave. But anyway, we're digressing again.
No, well, we're talking about Christmas, aren't we? And the fact that we have champagne at Christmas, my family at Christmas Day, I think it's terrific because we all get a little bit lightheaded, a little bit happy.
Now, Michael.
Yes.
I'm a Christmas person. I love Christmas. And obviously Mully does because he's on the bubbly all the time.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Now, we thought the theme would be, are you full of Christmas cheer or are you the Grinch?
Yes. Good question. That's why I bought my box of Coca-Cola this morning. We're not drinking Coca-Cola at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I am. Open that carton.
Apart from Michael is.
But Christmas Grinch or Christmas cheer, my God. We have one bottle of beer. For one bottle of beer.
That's not Coca-Cola, that's a Bintang.
You've got these from the units that are left behind, haven't you?
Look at this. I'm full of the Christmas cheer. I've got for you.
Oh, I like it.
A selection of products. Christmas is about the cheer, but it's not about...
Oh, my goodness.
It's about the thought,
now,
not about how much you spend.
I'm just going to...
Now, listeners...
he's got candy sticks too.
You can't see this, but he's come in with a carton that's got Coca-Cola all over it.
We thought was Coca-Cola.
And it's very early in the morning here, and we're thinking that, we're going to have a nice cold fizzy drink here. So Michael opens it up in the gesture of generosity. Happy Christmas, boys. He's given us 4 alcoholic cans and bottles each of beer and vodka mixes. And
there's a vodka there.
And on top of it,
no,
a little red and white swirly Christmas hard candy thing. So,
Peppermint,
Michael,
spearmint flavour too.
Spearmint?
Yes.
a mixed berry vodka cruiser.
And I have a Bintang. And what's the beer that Lee's got?
Never seen that before in my life.
A Long Run. I think that's a new Australian one that's come out from the Great Northern.
Is it?
Yes.
So this is my Christmas cheer to
mate,
you.
Thank you.
mate.
you.
I'm full of holidays.
You're a
Spirit.
star.
Now, Lee, I'm feeling a little bit bad here. You know what I brought? A couple of jives get stuck into him because he's a Kiwi. No presents at all. I'm
No,
very sorry,
That's okay.
Michael.
But to answer your question, I'm full of Christmas cheer as well.
You are indeed.
Yeah, and it's about giving to friends. Like, these are all freebies, of course, but that's okay. I'm more about buying presents for family and friends than giving them a voucher to go get what they want.
Now, my next question to you was, how do you buy presents for somebody you bought presents for years? And where do you find the time to go and buy?
You've got to have a bit of imagination. It doesn't have to be.
All right, let me give you...
It doesn't have to be the present they want, by the way.
Well, my wife bought me about 5 years ago a block of kitchen knives. So I'm thinking maybe a Black & Decker or a Bosch drill or something to give to my wife. What are you going to buy Daryl? Is she like, I struggle with Gemma with perfume, jewellery, holidays? I don't know. What about you and Daryl?
So what you do, and you've been married long enough to understand this, that's the one that you end up saying, what do you want me to buy you?
And they always say, oh,
No,
I don't
what?
need anything.
What?
No, but that's a trap. That's the thing. So you go, oh, okay. And they go, what?
No, see, I deflect it and basically say, Daryl, what do you want the girls to buy you? They will ask me to see what you really want. The girls aren't going to buy what she really, really, really wants.
But they'll tell you what you want, what
Yes.
you really, really want.
So there's a wee bit that, but
That's the Spice Girls, Keith.
before
That's
your
a lot.
time. But I have a bit of fun with it. With our girls growing up, we'd obviously buy them something nice and serious, but I would always buy a little giveaway thing, whether it's a $2 shop or something like that, or something gimmicky that I think they'll use once or wear once over Christmas to appease me. It's cool. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
It's about the cheer.
So you still haven't answered the question.
Oh, what was the question?
What are you going to buy Daryl? Because she won't be listening to this podcast.
I guarantee she won't. I don't know what was settled on. It's only 5 days to go, so
I know,
clearly I've done
exactly.
it. Clearly I've done it. Yeah, that's the
That's
reindeer
my heart
coming.
going.
Oh, your heart going.
Because it's getting closer.
No, but to give you a story to deflect from the question again, we had.
Oh, we've
Christ-
got 2 Keiths in the house.
No, we had Christmas lunch at the weekend with Daryl's sister and family because they're going home to New Zealand for Christmas. And we do Secret Santa in the family. Same thing. What do you buy someone that you draw out a Secret Santa? We got to the stage where you could basically ask for what what you wanted. It's $100 limit. You buy.
Oh, you put a limit on it?
Yeah. For the family one, we do.
It's common. A lot of people do.
Yeah,
Really?
and what we do $100, and if you really want something, you put it on the wish list. On Sunday, we go down to Victor's, we're having Grinch,
Much better.
doing Secret Santa, and all of a sudden, Sophie's getting the perfume that she asked for, Daryl's getting what she asked for. I got another beach trolley because everyone sent it. It's not what I asked for. It's the only one out of the whole lot that didn't get what they asked for was me.
So he's full of Christmas cheer, but he does have a bit of Grinch in him.
No. I just looked at everyone and went,
Where did this come from?
Yeah, but I'm kind of with you on that, Michael. There's nothing worse than getting a Christmas present that you don't like. Like, what am I going to do with this?
Well, you keep it till next year and pass it on to somebody else.
Oh, plenty of people have done that, that's for sure. But I've had some gifts where it's like, okay, good, thank you, big smile, and then you just put it to the side and you never use it or whatever. I know they say it's a thought that counts. Sometimes I want a little bit more than the thought. It is Christmas. I want something.
Yeah.
I want to go, oh, man, that's unreal. Thanks.
The Secret Santa, I just wrote down here, is there a cost involved? Now, we do a Secret Santa, but there's no amount specified. And, of course, I get into conflict with that because I'm quite generous. So I'll get something really nice. And I've done that before, and then what I got... Then what I got was a key ring that says getaway car on it.
yeah, I get that.
And I've just shelled out X amount of dollars, and I've got a $2.50 key ring.
See, that's why when we do it with family, with the extended family, that's $100, which is cool, and everyone gets something nice. With Daryl and I and our girls, there is no limit. We buy them what they want.
Well, Michael's got girls in the UK, so how does that work? Do you send them over a gift voucher, or do you send them financial gifts?
This is the first year they've both been there, and they're going away to the Cotswolds for Christmas.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, they'll love that.
So we actually said to the girls, why don't you find somewhere nice that you want to have a nice dinner somewhere with a group of yous all, and we pay for that as our present.
They'll probably get snow up there too.
Yeah, so that's, this year it's a bit different, and of course I'm sure there'll be some money going into their bank accounts because that's probably more beneficial than buying them a fur coat at the moment, isn't it?
Well, I've got a story about a Grinch in the family. This is amazing. Now,
Would have never guessed.
yeah, well, he's kind of married into the family. So anyway, it would have been about 4 or 5 years ago, and we're all gathering in family home down in Port Macquarie, and my mother was still with us at that time. She was about 90. And so we're all having this great Christmas lunch, Christmas dinner, and then it's time to open the presents. And he passed over this present to Mum. And Mum's older. She's just about to go into a nursing home. She's got the start of age dementia, so she's fumbling around with the paper. She can't open this big tray type thing. So I went over to help her. So I pulled off all the Christmas paper, and here's this beautiful, this tray of chocolates, and the plastic cover has been slit. The family member is sitting next to her, and I won't mention his name, but he's sitting next to her and looking at her, hoping to hear from her, oh, thanks for the present. And I looked at the plastic covering that's been slit, and I said to him, oh, that's been cut, and there's 2 chocolates been taken out of the tray. And I said to him, chocolates are gone. And he said, oh, I got hungry last night when I was wrapping it up. And it gets worse. And I looked at him, I thought, you lousy bloody so-and-so. Then he gave me my present, and I opened it up. You know, you go to the Cheap Charlie's, bargain,
Silly Solly's.
Yeah, those reject shop. And I opened it up. Here's this plain plastic water container, no logos on it, nothing. Obviously about $1.50, $2. And I looked at this thing, and I'd already sworn under my breath. And I won't say what I said the next time, but I basically just threw it straight in the bin. What a lousy bastard. I mean, man, what a lousy thing to do. Would you do that?
Everyone has got someone in the family that will do it too, accidentally or not. Took it as a grain of salt, way to do it.
No, I didn't. I was really offended. I mean, it wasn't accidentally. He purposely opened the plastic covering to get 2 chocolates because he said, oh, I was hungry. Dude, it's your mother-in-law's bloody Christmas present. You're eating a quarter of it?
Is he still in the family?
Well, no, it's a big source. Big story. Michael.
So you got him. You got him after all.
Well, no, he got himself. He's done a lot of things that have, isolated himself, really. So it's not hard for others to take their stand when he removes himself, so to speak. Yeah. Because your actions reveal who you really are.
I have a brother that is very similar.
So do we call him the Grinch?
Well, it's a Grinch act. Yeah, I would call him a Grinch, definitely. Well, where's the Christmas spirit in that?
Well, there's zero Christmas spirit. He's just doing a normal thing of like, can't be bothered, can't be asked. I don't want to get involved.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the lousy bugger bugger. There's about 12 of us at the table, and I'm helping serve the Christmas lunch, and I'm making sure everybody's got their plates and all they've got drinks and all this. Everybody's happy and content. And I'm serving him last because most of the table was all grandkids and nieces and sisters-in-laws. So he's one of the last blokes. So I'm walking over with his plate. He's sitting down at the table. I'm walking over with his plate, about to give it to him, and he looked up at me and he says, could you be any slower? Now, only the fact that everybody else was there stopped me tipping it on his lap. But what I should have said, which would have been very acceptable, a good passive-aggressive act, I should have taken it back over to the kitchen table, the bench, and said, well, Gary, please show me how to, you go and do it and show me how to do it better. That's what I should have said. But geez, what a lousy, miserable person. Whereas
I won't be inviting him.
Well, like I said, you don't want to roll out all your bad family secrets to the World Wide Web, do you? So, but let's go back to happiness and generosity.
What does your Christmas day look like?
Well, for us, it's actually quite different this year. There's only us here because our girls are overseas. We're actually going to go down the river, take some prawns, some cold meats and salads, and a bottle of champagne.
I think Michael's asking for an invite.
And sit on the river because we thought, well, maybe we should go out for Christmas lunch. Most of the places, if you want to go out for Christmas lunch, it's $350 a person.
And booked out.
And it's obscene.
Food's not that great either.
Absolutely obscene at $350 a head. And remember, I have a hotel background, so I get it. But so, no, we're just going to easy, cruisy day. Hopefully the weather's good.
It is going to be a great...
Go down the river, find a spot in the river and just sit, chill out.
Well, finding a spot on the river, the bank of the Noosa River, is easier said than done because that place is just jam-packed. Every Christmas day, there's just no seats. You have to take your own picnic chairs, your own blanket, find a spot and settle in. And the other problem with that is if it's a bright, sunny day, you have to find shade. Most of that will be taken as well.
They get down there at 5 a.m, mate, set up all there.
It's all right. We'll just squeeze in next to someone.
Wear a hat, Michael.
Daryl got her a nice Christmas deck chair from Secret Santa, so she got exactly what she wanted. I've got a trolley.
you can carry
to carry it down.
You can carry Daryl back,
and I can put all the food in the trolley that I got for Secret Santa, and we're all happy.
There we go. And if you got bubbly and I'm on the way home, I might try and find you and help you out with it.
We'll have a sample of lots of things.
Yes. This is Tropicana's year of people leaving behind stuff. This dictates of how popular Tropicana's been.
I hope that you're enjoying the podcasts and the content that we're bringing to you each week. I want to take a moment to invite you to support the show. Your contributions help us continue creating high-quality episodes, bringing in exciting guests and exploring the topics you love. Every bit helps, whether it's a small donation or signing up for our Patreon account. By supporting us, you're not just helping keeping the lights on, you're becoming part of our community and helping us grow. To show our appreciation, we offer exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and so much more for our supporters. So if you love what we do and you want to see us thrive, please consider signing up at buzzsprout.com/Don't Get Me Started. Support the show. Thank you for being part of our journey, and let's keep the conversation going.
Well, it dictates how popular vodka cruises are as well, because we've got 8 beverages here and 4 of them are exactly that.
No, they're not. 2. You've got 3
Copers.
3 different beers and a vodka cruiser each.
Because
when people leave, they leave 1 of this, 2 of that, and it just accumulates in a fridge. And being not much of a drinker, I don't drink it. This is the Christmas cheer.
The package
Cheers,
looks the same.
Michael.
This is a beer. This is a pale ale.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Good call, man. Good call. Well, I'm happy with that. I just feel a little bit remiss now that I didn't bring you a Christmas card,
It's okay.
Michael.
It's okay. I don't need anything. I've got my candy cane.
Actually, I'm indulging with Michael at the moment, and they're very sweet.
Are they?
The spearmint ones from the $2 reject shop. You get a bag of 12, mate. Woo!
Michael loves a deal. What does Tropicana, is it packed out? Is it busy? Is going to be a few people there?
Yes.
Full? It's going to be full?
Yeah, we're full. And I think you'll find most resorts are the same. Christmas is actually a great time because a lot of your people that come over Christmas are repeat guests, families. They know the area. They know everything. They staying 7 to 10 days at a time. They're laid back. They're relaxed. They're a lot of them going to the same apartments they were last year. They know it backwards. Unless something breaks or the walls fall down, they really don't need you for much. So it's actually a really it sounds weird. It's full and busy, but it's a really nice cruisy busy. It's great.
Yeah, but you like to be busy.
But it's not, you're not run off your feet. The place is full. The pool area is full, but people are doing their own thing. They know their way around. You're not at their beck and call all day, every day, because they actually don't need you.
So that's on Christmas Day. So all the guests are looking after themselves. So when you and Daryl go down to the river, that will be around about the same time or in the morning?
We're around in the morning, even on Boxing Day, which is a big arrival day and things like that. New Year's Eve, we're not standing outside listening to noise all night long. We're doing what we want to do. You have highs and lows. Like for most resorts, the 2nd of January is a huge changeover day where people that have been there for Christmas and New Year are departing and then all your units are changing over. So you're hands-on cleaning rooms and getting stuff ready that day. And then the next group come for another 5, 7, 10-day thing. So you basically go right through to Australia weekend with being full.
Well, that's Christmas sorted for you.
Yeah,
what about
great.
you, Lee? What do you guys do?
Well, I always listen to family and friends, and I spoke to my sister in the UK, and I said, you got everybody coming around for you for Christmas. She said, no, we're going to Kirsty's, her daughters. And I've got lucky bugger, because for year after year after year, all the children come to us. And so my wife puts on a lovely spread. I get everything ready, get the pool sparkling, make everything very Christmassy because as a child I had the best Christmas. And so I tried to impart that onto my children and grandchildren. So I have the whole family coming. Starts very early, ends very late. But when I put my head down at night, I'm the happiest person you could ever imagine because Christmas...
Michael, stop
Christmas
pretending to cry with sentimentality.
It's full of fun, festive and...
But that's what it should be about.
That's what I understand it
Me
to
too.
be about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. With grandchildren, but you'll have that, Michael, I'm sure, sooner or later, and I think you'll be a unreal grandfather. You'll be, what would be your name? A Poppy or Granddad or Grandy? Or...
Shit, I haven't even thought about that.
But that's my Christmas Day. I love it, and when it gets to the end, I wish I could do it all over again.
I agree.
Yeah, well, when I spoke before about the Grinch at that Christmas dinner, that was the extended family. There was quite a lot of us there. My family, my immediate family is my Christmas Day now. So it's a lot smaller, a lot tighter. There's lots of food. There's lots of champagne. There's lots of happiness, lots of talking. And then, of course, after all the eating, then we all sit around open presents. So we're never out. We're always inside when we do it. It's just a great time. And, of course, kids running around everywhere and they get all the attention. There's paper everywhere and toys everywhere and everybody settles down. And then, of course, we settle into more indulgence of dessert and more champagne.
So hold it, Keith. You eat before you open your presents.
Yes.
I don't know how you could do that. Once everyone's eyes are open in our household, it's present.
Yeah, no, Christmas morning is quite subdued. It's just pretty much the same as it normally is. It always starts at lunchtime.
Oh, no.
We have friends, and Luke's ex-partner, Jasmine, has Christmas on Christmas Eve. That's there. So they open all the presents. They have everything there. So when Christmas Day comes, it's all about food.
Yeah,
it's all about
it
food and obviously, I suppose, whatever tipple is, and to be together and the Christmas cheer. But Christmas Eve, I always love to have that build-up. In the UK, they start October Christmas, just so festive. Like, I miss that because by the time Christmas here, you're so amped, you can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, the girls send us pictures of going out to see the Christmas lights in London in like early November.
Oh, it starts in October. You get the ads come on. But it's lovely because it's cold and then you get all the Christmas lights. And because England, most of the year is pretty miserable, but it comes alive at the end of the year.
Well, I was actually in the Northern Hemisphere, it must have been about 8 years ago for Christmas, kicking through France and Holland. And it was quite amazing to see all the big trees lit up and all the lights and the dark evenings and the cold. There wasn't any snow around because it just didn't happen, I guess. Well, it was amazing to see that. And it's so different because we're down here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's summer, and Christmas, nearly every Christmas Day most years is here in the subtropics, very warm, very humid. So I kind of enjoyed that experience, and it was something different. I mean, a lot of the Orthodox Christian people, they celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January. So they don't actually do it on Christmas Day. And for them, it's a week-long celebration. So it's something completely different, and they tie it more in with their Orthodox churches as well. We used to, here in Australia, I remember decades ago, Christmas, you'd always go for a Christmas church service Christmas morning. Then you'd go home and have your family Christmas festivities. But a lot of that's died out, hasn't it? Tying it in with your church affiliation.
Well, you could be a Jehovah's Witness where there's no Christmas at all. They work through Christmas. They don't acknowledge Christmas.
Yeah, I know. Do they acknowledge birthdays as well?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, we won't open that up because it's a big topic there, JW. It's a very interesting bunch of people.
Michael's falling asleep now because he's not...
He's an ex-Jehovah, is he?
I'm on the sugars. I'm on the candies.
Yes, give him another candy. Get him going.
So what's a typical... We have here an English person who's already spoken a little bit about loving Christmas in England because it's cold and it's a little bit snowy and you've got all the lights and everybody's snug and cosy. What about over in New Zealand? That's a southern hemisphere. Well, gee, I was trying to think what I should call it.
Antipodean.
Our farm, our Australian farm across the ditch.
You can't hurt me, Keith. It's all right. Very similar to Christmas in Australia. The only difference food-wide, I would say, is here you have a lot more seafood at Christmas, prawns and things like that. Same thing in New Zealand, big Christmas lunch, roast lamb, ham, etc., etc. Otherwise, it's the same as an Australian Christmas.
Well, that's another thing that I've noticed too. In Australia, it used to be that you'd have a roast turkey or a roast of some sort, always with gravy and roast vegetables and roast potatoes. That's disappeared as well in a lot of places. Everybody now has more cold Christmas salads. Maybe, I can't remember the last time I had a roast Christmas lunch. Maybe I should go over to New Zealand.
Love a roast Christmas. Love that. Gemma does it. Gemma does beautiful.
Yeah, but we'll have a selection of meats. You'll have ham, and whether it's turkey or pork or lamb.
But that's cold cut, Michael.
No.
Warm.
Well, it won't be this year because we're sitting on the river.
Yeah.
we can't afford to go out.
But look, I can extend you an invitation to come to us if you like.
No,
There's plenty of room.
thank you, but I'm going down the river with my wife.
Oh, good man.
You'll enjoy it too.
And he said that with a little twinkle in his eyes.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
We've done it a couple of years. We've had a good time. Now, talk about time. We're coming to the end of this. I could carry on with you, Michael, for a long time. But there's one thing that you did mention in the last podcast that we did. It was a ski concierge. Now, you've told me a little bit about this and things have changed.
Oh.
What's changed, Michael?
Well, what's changed, Lee, is my idea of developing a ski business because I've got all these spare hours up my sleeve. My girl said to me, ski concierge is probably not the right name because no one can spell concierge. And they're probably right.
I'll pronounce it.
Yeah, concierge. But the idea was, and okay, and I was never serious about a name and things like that. But as of this morning, I have to show you, I now officially own the name, thegeeguy.com.au.
Oh, much better.
I have officially, as of 6:30 this morning, completed my purchase of my identity. So
I'm impressed.
We're going there.
Yeah, so am I. If I ever get the funds and the wherewithal to go back to the snow, I'm going to contact the ski guy. The ski guy. Michael, it's unlikely. I had had a horrible experience in the snow and I'm not in a hurry to go back. But, mate, if I ever feel the urge, I'm coming to you.
It's going to be a slow burn, but I thought I'd better, before I come on here, actually own
The domain.
Because you've got so many people listen to your podcast, someone else might go out and buy it and stop me being what I want to be.
Well, the beauty of it is that obviously being Australia, we have a lot of downloads from Australia and they're going to listen to this and they're beyond to your site.
So where we're at right now is just before I arrived, I'm on my phone, sitting outside your place, making sure it's and it says, just complete this. And it should now go, if you go in the skiguy.com.au.
Say that again.
The skiguy.com.au, But you've got to go dub first.
Yes.
For skiguy.com.au. It should actually now not take you somewhere weird. It should bring up and say, page coming soon or launching soon.
Good man.
Whether that actually gets that far thing, but I'm looking at the picture of you two on your screen here with the caricatures, and I had decided, a couple of weeks ago in my downtime, I started looking at pictures that I got lots of ski photos to add to it, but I need to get a whiz that's going to design my website and stuff like that. But I started downloading these free pictures of like someone on snow and then a couple of guests like with their baggage. And there's some really cool caricature ones that you can actually use free.
Go to Shutterstock.
Shutterstock.
Look at that. There's a heap of photos on there and they're free to download.
I'm all about using free stuff.
You're a Kiwi, mate. Enough said.
I love free stuff.
So we're going to be live maybe this time next year.
Well, Michael, I'm excited. I love the name. When we spoke about it before some time ago, you were talking about it. I thought the ski guy.
Yeah.
Michael is the ski guy.
Yeah, he is. It sounds more accessible, doesn't it? You know, the ski concierge.
Because
bit wanky.
you know the name, that ski. Oh, they're the ski guy.
And that's what my girl said to me. He said, it's a bit like the cartoon. You say, who'd he go to? The ski guy did it. You don't need to know who the ski guy is in person. So maybe you don't need a picture of me. Maybe I need to use cartoon characters.
Well, you could be 6'4", built like a brick shit house. Who would know?
Thank
Even
you.
though you're only 5'1".
Now who's the Grinch?
No, you can generate an AI.
I'm going to Japan in February skiing for a week with some friends. Some of the contacts I've actually already got there, I'm actually going to drop and see them and say, hey, I am going to do it. And the guy that did the Dolomites tour with us in Italy last year, the guide, I've actually emailed him yesterday to tell him what my plans for the future were, and he's cool about it.
Oh,
Are you going to Nusheko?
No, I'm going to Hapo 1 this year, February. It's already snowing. I look at the snow cams every day, and we're in December. How sad's that?
No. Well, you're the ski guy. You have to. Every day I look at the surf cam. Same.
Are you the surf guy?
You better believe it.
All right, well, we've got to wrap this up as much as I'd like it to carry on. So, Michael, thanks for coming in, mate. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and all the success for Tropicana in 2025 and your new ski guy. Let's give a little bit of round of applause for Michael and the ski guy. Keith, wish you a Merry Christmas, mate. See you in 2025. This is our last episode for the year. We will be bringing you probably a quick 10, 12-minute podcast to thank all our listeners and family and friends for the support we've had this year. But until then, Merry Christmas to our listeners. Happy New Year. And as always, Keith, I'll leave you the last word.
Well, I appreciate that, Lee, and I appreciate your fine Christmas sentiments as well. So may I reciprocate. I wish you and your family and your loved ones a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you, Michael, for coming in to be our special guest today. I wish you and Daryl and your family a very merry and safe Christmas as well. Sounds like you are going to have that. And to all our listeners, which internationally are expanding and growing, we now have a listener in Nigeria, Michael, which is wonderful. We wish you, our listeners, our dear listeners, a very merry and happy Christmas, however you celebrate it. And may it be free from Grinches and may it be free from any sort of negative vibes at all. And thanks for sharing the journey with us, for Lee and I, as we've expanded our podcast experience here on Don't Get Me Started. So until we tune in and talk to you all again next year for 2025, we wish you all the very, very best, and it's hooroo from me.
And it's goodbye from me.